Black Friday is on the way and all of us want to make sure that we are as prepared as possible, and I've been getting lots of questions about whether you should sell or keep your team. So I'm going to be talking to you in this video if you do need to sell your team, and if you do, when it's going to be the best time to sell it, and also a little bit about when to buy it back. So just before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe. I'm going to be making lots more videos just like this one, talking to you guys about trading and investing, how to make coins, and also about the market, when it's going to be going up, when it's going to be going down, so you definitely don't want to miss them. So going straight into the video now. First of all, we do need to understand what the actual point of selling is, because a lot of us do get carried away when there is a market crash during FIFA. Pretty much we're always asking about when to sell, when to buy back, but we do need to actually understand the purpose. So selling your team is because the market is about to go down because of a market crash, and then once it goes down, of course, there is a chance to buy it back for a lot cheaper, and you're going to have a lot more coins left, and you're still going to have the exact same team that you wanted, or possibly even a better team if you want to put back those coins that you have spare now into your team. So pretty much that is the point of selling your team, and it is going to be working for some players. But now we are around a week away from Black Friday. I'm recording this video on Wednesday the 20th of November. Black Friday is going to be on Friday the 29th, so we still have some time until Black Friday, but we need to think about what's going to be happening leading up to Black Friday, and also after Black Friday, what's going to be happening right after, whether the market is going to go up, whether it's going to be going down, because for one section of players it's going to be going up, and the other section it is going to be going down. So that is what we do need to understand. So the market should go down for Black Friday, but it's not going to go down that much for actually high tier cards. And because what we have seen, in my opinion, from what we have seen every single year, and also supply and demand, high tier cards usually always go up after Black Friday. So for example, Heung-min Son, Messi, Mbappe, Mane, Kante, Varane, Van Dijk, there's loads of examples. I could keep going. They always go up after Black Friday, and this is actually because during Black Friday, a lot of people, actually the most of the community, do put on FIFA points, they open packs, and they usually have more coins that they want to upgrade their teams with during Black Friday and also after Black Friday, and they don't want to be upgrading their teams with cheap players like Felipe Anderson, Werner, Nicolas Pepe that we have seen in the past that we did use in our teams. They now want to upgrade to those better players, like I did mention. They want to get the Manes in their team, the Kante, the Varane, all of those sort of players. They do want to upgrade their team, so that is why those sort of players do go up. And I think you guys can see where I am going with this. I have explained it in the past as well, but now it is important. Once again, you do need to actually be careful what sort of players you're looking to sell and which players to actually keep, because for example, with these cards, if you currently have, for example, let's just say Van Dijk or Heung-min Son or someone like that, one of these high tier players, it is going to be a better idea to actually keep these players, because there is no reason to sell. You can just carry on playing them in division rivals and for champions, earn some coins from there, and after Black Friday you pretty much already know you're going to be safe. They're not going to be crashing down or anything like that you might be worried about. And if you do actually have your team and you want to decide, of course, which players kind of classify as high tier, which players you should be keeping, a good rule of thumb is to know that usually around 86 plus rated and maybe around 100,000 coins plus, that is usually those two things. If you have a player and those two things apply, then that is pretty much a high tier player. They are what are used in the meta, of course, so cards that are used in the weekend league that you regularly see, players that you do know everyone pretty much wants. There's also another examples that I will give you are Griezmann, Royce, Neymar, Aguero, Hazard, Ramos, Sane. There are so many, and you should know pretty much which ones they are. Pretty much the more expensive players in your team, maybe your whole team is expensive, in that case you can keep it all, but maybe if you just have one player, for example, you have one Aguero or you have one Ramos, something like that, and that is the only expensive kind of like high tier player that you do have, you can just keep him individually and possibly sell the other cards. And this also works with informs, so informs that are also used in the weekend league, that are also high tier cards regularly used, those as well you can keep them. They don't just have to be gold cards. And looking at now now what cards to kind of like sell. It's mostly cards that you want to be selling that are mostly down already. They are the opposite of what we were just talking about. So players that are low tier, that people no longer want to be using in their teams. For example, Lucas Hernandez, Werner, Felipe Anderson, Nicolas Pepe. Those sort of players aren't really, of course, that prestigious. No one really wants to use them anymore. So they are actually going to be going down. They're going to get packed a lot. A lot of people are going to list them up on the transfer market. There's going to be a lot of supply and the demand is going to decrease because people do want to upgrade their teams. I recognize all of your comments, all of your DMs. I really appreciate it. Really means a lot, and all of the support has been absolutely insane recently. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.